From Nashville Christian School in growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee, this is Mike McPherson along with Coach Ryan McClary. We're bringing you action in girls basketball with the visiting Davidson Academy Bears in your own dressed in pink, and they look nice, Coach, our Nashville Christian Lady Eagles.
Annual pink out.
And it is, let's get a scan of some of the crowd there, and we're going to have the national anthem at this time. Is it off? Yeah. Yeah, wait for the anthem. They don't want to watch the anthem at home. Are we off? Okay, we're about ready for the introductions. And Coach McClary, I'm sorry I haven't done a lot of homework. We thought Coach Brothers was going to be in the broadcast for the girls' game, so we're going to kind of wing it tonight. Probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sure our viewers won't be able to tell that at all.
Well, we wanted to upgrade the talent in the booth, Coach, so
Yes,
what
okay.
can I tell you?
All right. Well, the starting lineup, first of all, for Davidson Academy. Let's try to zoom over to those girls because some of their families may be watching also. So if we can zoom in on the Lady Bears. Number 2, Sarah Richardson. Again, I'm sorry we don't have stats for the game. Number 3, Chloe Tennant. Number 31. Oh, excuse me, number 4. I missed one there. Gracie Wimsat. And 31, Jaylee Joyner. She's probably JJ. And 33, Charlton Kelly for the starting lineup. They're Lady Eagles. And we'll let the PA announcer introduce them. Aubrey Page. Emma Oberbrink. Brett Lawless. Karmen Drake. And winding up the starting lineup, Raleigh O'Connor. And Coach, she had a great buzzer beater the other night with the length of the court pass from Aubrey Page in their exciting win at University School and laid it in off the deflection as time expired.
Yeah, what do you think the percentage is on that shot?
I tell you, it looked like a college ESPN clip.
It
was really neat to see. Coach Wood literally drew that up in the sawdust on the sideline. Davidson Academy has had a very strong season so far, and we had a tough time with them over at their place.
We'll see how well we move the ball tonight. Riley's always a presence inside. Hopefully we'll get some good looks for her.
And we're moving toward tournament action and coming up soon. And Davidson Academy will set the court. Our Lady Eagles will be in man-to-man. And they run number 33, Charlton Kelly. She makes a move left-handed up there from 10 feet. It's good, and they've got the early lead in the first 15 seconds, 2-0. We're facing the press. Here's Emma bringing it up, and she handles it pretty good, bringing it up left-handed. Over Reckling, we'll look for Drake. She's got the ball out top at the circle, moves to the right side, and deflected. And we're going to have to back cut against some of this pressure, I believe. Karmen with the move, throws it up there, no good. It's deflected into her hands and out of bounds. Davidson Academy against man-to-man full court pressure. Nashville Christian, 7:23 to go. We almost got a steal there. And Lawless putting in good pressure. We've got a great trap right there. And hoping to get a 10-second call, and Karmen intercepts it. Top of the circle, right side to Page. Guns it, bottom. Page from three. We take the lead 3-2 at the 7-minute mark of our first quarter here at Pink Out at Nashville Christian on Sawyer Brown Road.
String music.
Coming across the timeline is Tenen, and she's getting trapped also as we've decided to up the pressure there. Cross-court pass over here to Richardson. She guns it and makes it. And they take the lead back. And it looks like they're going to give that 2 points for that. It's 4-3. Davidson Academy roaring past the timeline to Lawless. Lawless pounding Powers outside to Overlink, and it's under her hands, out of bounds. Coach, we're trying to get looks like pretty good pressure early here.
I like it.
Coach Wood has mentioned that they're going to try to do that a lot. And we switch on the screens there pretty good. Davidson Academy, we got on that baseline. And we got pretty good trap there just over Drake. They're going to throw it away. And back to us as we have caused them some problems here early. And if you're for Nashville Christian, you like that. Sorry about our Davidson Academy fans listening in. We're going to be little homers here. Having trouble getting it. We lob it to Drake and pushed a little bit. Takes it back out the circle. Not a good pass inside to O'Connor.
Yeah, Riley got moved off the block a little bit on that one.
The Bears bringing it up. That's Gracie Winsett. Gives it over to Richardson. Richardson hanging 10-footer, no good. Lawless with the rebound. We come in the front court. Here's Riley pounding, spinning. Got hacked across the neck, no call. Going inside, throwing up a little garbage there was Page, and rebounded by Davidson Academy. 4-3. The Lady Bears lead at 5:45 of the first quarter. Ball deflected a little bit by Drake, now back in the corner. Shot is airballed over the side, and they're going to give it to us on the deflection. And the Bears want a timeout, and with timeout the score, the Lady Bears of Davidson Academy 4, your Nashville Christian Eagles 3, 5:37 of the first quarter. When I go like that, I always cut it. And then I'll point when we're on there. Y'all are good. And back in action, we're going to bring it on the baseline. Aubrey will bring it in front of our pink cheerleader. She's throwing the bomb long over Brinkley, who was held. And that's pass interference and 15 yards from the spot of the foul. And so nice gun there. That's shades of the other night when she threw the ball 3/4 of the court to Riley for the winning basket over at University School. Sideline out of bounds. Lawless breaks open. Left hands it down to the baseline, goes all the way under and out to the other side. So she traveled there across Sawyer Brown Drive. Works her way to the middle. She's got a chance to pound it all the way, and a nice rejection by Jaylee Joyner. We get it out of bounds. Baseline, 5:21 to go. Davidson Academy on top 4-3. A little trouble getting in. We throw it long, and we're going to get a holding call, fortunately, and that call bailed us out because we're going to struggle with handling the pass. So Page once again will inbound it. Man-to-man pressure. Both teams have played man-to-man throughout, and I like seeing that, coach, in girls action. So Karmen Drake will set the court. Spins back and forth. Bounce pass right side to Page. Page gets a ball screen, moves left to Riley. Inside, but it's going to be 3 seconds, I believe. No, a timeout, as Coach Wood did not like what he saw. Timeout with the score. Davidson Academy 4, Nashville Christian 3. Okay, we're back in action after the timeout. 5:07 to go, first quarter action. We're down 1. Page to set the court. Overbreckling is going to screen for Drake. And then back door to her is going to be deflected out, and we hit it last. It'll go to the Bears. And so both teams struggling a little bit with offense here early. The defensive pressure bothering both teams. Ball inbounded to Richardson. She gets it to the big girl, Jaylee Joyner, and she is a nice, tall-looking girl and handles the ball well out there. Overbreckling. Oh, she posts up nicely. Goes inside. A little too much on it. O'Connor with the rebound. Karmen Drake pounding the ball past the timeline. Top of the key, backs back out. Riley at the elbow. We need a back door there. Brittany backs out, launches a 3 off the back iron. Drake with the rebound, powers the base. No, that's Page, I'm sorry. To O'Connor, who steps through and in. We get the lead back, 5-4. Just under 4.5 to go in the first period. Davidson Academy having a little trouble also. Both teams struggling with pressure. We got another good trap in back court. Get the ball to midcourt, and a sprinting Richardson takes it all the way, but O'Connor intercepts it to Drake, who will pound it past the timeline. No, she throws ahead to Page. Page driving baseline. Under a little too far and throws it away. Coming out of there with the ball, Richardson for Davidson Academy. Pounding it all the way down the lane. Now she'll back out. And she is rejected by Drake on the baseline. And it will
be a foul.
I believe they're going to call a foul. Is that on Karmen?
That was on Richardson.
Oh, okay. I thinking I didn't see that. We've got Collie Boone checking in, along with Lacey, and Kayla Mothershed. Collie brings the ball in, gets it to Lizzie, who will take the ball down the right sideline, and luckily didn't get trapped. Takes it to the baseline, hopefully will back out. Give to O'Connor, fakes a 3, fakes a drive, backs back out. 5-second call broken with the handoff to Drake. 5-4, Nashville Christian leading, and we need to backdoor some of that overplaying there. Lacey gets back out to O'Connor, looking to Drake, and a nice position there. We probably ought to dribble down a little bit, get a better angle, but Karmen had really good position on the baseline posting and some good actions. Coach Wood is trying to get the ball in the hands of his leading scorer. If she's having trouble scoring outside, they're going inside. And the lob inside, and up and under, they're going to call walking.
Wow.
And I think you'll see on the replay, I don't think that's reviewable, Coach.
No. But unfortunately,
that was rough. I know we Got to be careful so we don't get fined. Davidson struggling a little bit. They finally get it to midcourt. Bring the ball past the timeline. They get it inside, layup, and it's good. And that was Pickett who just came in off the bench. Riley driving all the way is going to get bumped and then slammed down after. And almost a targeting foul there, Coach. So I'm sorry I didn't get all the Bears who checked in that time. I'll need a little help there. We've got
let's see.
New person coming in. It's like
It's
Emma Marshall. And there's no help there under the goal, but the ball is deflected. And Davidson Academy in a low-scoring game with 3 minutes to go, leading Nashville Christian Lady Eagles 6-5. Lob inside. It's too far away, or too far over the head of Jaylee Joyner, and they'll inbounds it on the baseline with Pickett bringing the ball in. A little trouble getting the ball inside, or getting the ball in.
Good
And
steal.
stolen away by Drake. She's going to drive length of the court, coast to coast with the lay-in. Coach, she drove that one down. Charlotte Pike, we intercept it. Tolly Boone lays it up. No good, a little too strong. And she's battling on the baseline. And I tell you, you can tell Big Tolly there with those muscles.
That's
That weight program played off then. Roughed her up.
That's 4 years of pure protein.
That's right. And it's got to help her a lot in the school plays also.
Absolutely.
So we lead 7-6, 2:36 to go. Good defensive pressure that time, and Tolly with good pressure. We get a dead ball in backcourt. Davidson struggling a little bit with it. 2:31 to go. They come past the timeline. Bounce to the right side into the corner. New girl guns it up there. It is no good. Richardson with the rebound. She's trapped. It will go out of bounds off Nashville Christian. Erica Horton to bring the ball in. And we have a substitute. I think we got a little blood with Caitlin Pigot having to come out of the game. Hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Into the contest again, Emma Marshall. And illegal screen there called. I believe that was on Marshall, wasn't it?
I believe so.
She tried to high pick for Jaylee Joyner. Gets called. Brittany Lawless back into the contest. We lead by 1, 2:18 to go on the full court press. Into Lizzie Lacey, and we're in a little bit of discomfort there, but Lawless brings the ball past the timeline, takes it down to the left side. She's going to hand off to Tolly Boone, who's going to drive right. Nice kick out to Drake. Fake pumps out to Lizzie Lacey. She will gun a three. She will miss. Ball is rebounded and almost lost and is out of bounds. And it will go to Nashville Christian, who leads 7-6. Very low scoring, tough defensive struggle here on a cold night in Bellevue. We lob it into Drake. Drake dribbles across the lane, backs out of there with the ball, then hitches and goes, lays it up. It is rejected, but not before a foul is called on Jaylee Joyner. And Drake will go to the line for the Lady Eagles as we lead 7-6, 1:50 to go. Coach, both teams struggling a little bit on offense.
Yeah, you like to see Karmen get involved a little more. That's her second shot, I think, of the game.
Gives us an 8-6 lead. Karmen has 3 on the night here in the first quarter, and we do need to get the ball in her hands quite a bit. Guns the second one, and it's got nothing but nylon. And checking back in, Page for the Lady Eagles. And Chloe Tennant for the Lady Bears. They'll set a diagonal screen in back court, bounce it on that baseline. She's in a lot of trouble, and surely she went in and out of bounds, and we're going to get it on the baseline. Coach, the press has caused some trouble.
I like it.
We set across the baseline. We're going to look to lob. Oh, great spin by Drake. Wasn't quite there. She did have it for a second, and she backs it out of there. Now she's going to go again. There's no help on that baseline. Lays it up a little too strong. They're hustling after it, and Davidson comes out of there coming up the court with the ball, Chloe Tennant, as she sets the action. Drives right down the lanes, pivots, and throws it right into the teeth of Nashville Christian defense. Aubrey Page with the steal. She's going to take it length of the court. It's ripped out of her hands, and as the ball was in the air, Ashley, that's the mother, Aubrey touched it last, and I think Ashley was calling for a foul there, Coach.
Looked like there was a little contact there, but
Tolly, nice denial, and almost had the steal. A lot of whistles here, 1:17 left in the first quarter.
I like the way Tolly's playing defense.
Doing a real good job, very aggressive. We got a chance. Oh, a walk there. Yeah. Beautiful job with the denial by Tolly Boone. And then Riley comes up, setting up for a charge, and the girl saw her and walked down our parking lot. We lead 9-6 with 1:16 to go. Tolly has had good action minutes here on defense. And we set the court out here with Karmen Drake on the right side, takes the ball to the middle. Wheels back out, looking for a back cutter. Still think we need to do some back cutting there. Page, hand off to Lawless. She'll gun a three. Did she make it?
No.
Nope, she aired it. And it will go on the baseline to the Lady Bears. And that clock is stopping a lot here, Coach, so maybe a long night. 1:03 to go in the first quarter, and we've been here about 2 hours, it seems like. We get another good trap on the baseline. She's in a lot of trouble, and they're going to call a timeout right before the turnover. So, again, Coach, Nashville Christian's pressure really looking good. We'll take a timeout also with 58.5 left in the first quarter. Your score, Nashville Christian 9, Davidson. Huddle with Coach Wood. And, again, we've got a good trap on. Didn't quite get over to slide up and just about got there. They've got somebody wide open all alone and losing the ball out of bounds are the Bears, Lady Bears on the baseline. We got lucky with that.
We did.
49.9 to go. Both teams full court pressure and both teams having trouble with the pressure.
Clear out.
Drake will pound up the court. I'd like to see her try to blow by the defense there. But the girl's putting pretty good pressure on her out front, and that's Chloe Tennant.
That's a foul.
We try to get it into O'Connor, and reaching over the top there is Tolbert, and she'll pick up the foul, and that's her first. So not much scoring by either team. Kelly's got 2 for the Bears, Bagot 2, and Richardson 2, and that's it. And Karmen leads us, I believe, with 4. And at the line, Riley O'Connor, who will forever be etched in Lady Eagle history with that incredible shot at the end. That's the first time we've had a buzzer beater with the girls since Bailey Maddox made one at the buzzer on this court. I know that.
Another
Lewis
turnover,
remembers
Coach.
When that was. Yeah, we get it. Sorry, I'm living in the past here, Coach.
I love your story.
11-6. I'll trot down memory lane a couple more times. I know Kendall Sullivan was in the game, and she'll tell you exactly the year, and I'll try to get that at halftime for you trivia buffs and nostalgic historians. We're going to get a backdoor to Karmen. Nice play. Powers it up there. No foul.
Wow.
And a great job on screening the screener. 11-6. They come into front court. 30 seconds to go, and they're going to call traveling as once again the pressure of the Lady Eagles hurts the Lady Bears.
They don't seem to have an answer for the pressure right now.
And that's a good thing for us. I think we're going to keep doing it all night. Hopefully we can keep people fresh. 29.5 to go as we will set the court, hopefully for one shot. Karmen Drake crisscrosses across the timeline, and big thing here is can we hold it for 18 more seconds. They take it off of her, and they're going to get Karmen with a frustration foul wrapping. And that's at 14.8 to go. Tough break there for us because we had a 5-point lead going for one shot. been nice to take a 7 or 8 point lead to the second quarter. So 14 seconds. They've got it in back court. 12 seconds. Coming past the timeline, pounding the ball. They get the ball out to Richardson. Excuse me, Tennant. No, that was Richardson. They powered inside nicely. And they're probably going to try to do that more. Jaylee Joyner. And she was fouled by
Riley
O'Connor, and she'll go to the line with just 2.9 to go. And that was that's a big turnaround.
Sure was.
That took 3 bounces, and so hopefully maybe we can get out of this. $2.9 to go. We're down by 5. There's discussion at the table, I guess, over who the foul was called on. 1 shot left for JJ. She has the mark, guns it up there, and is short again. Lawless with the rebound, will hold it in backcourt, and the clock runs out with Nashville Christian on top, 11-6 at the end of 1. We'll be back in a moment. Run down the scoring for both teams here in the first quarter, a low-scoring one.
So we've got Riley O'Connor with 4 points, Karmen Drake also with 4 points, and Aubrey Page with 3 points. And for Davidson Academy, Sarah Richardson is with 2 points, Caitlin Piggott with 2 points, and Charlton Kelly with 2 points.
An 11-6 ball game. We'll bring the ball in side midcourt. Karmen bumps off the pressure, has a little break window down the 3-second lane. Ball deflected out of bounds. And once again, another whistle. 5 seconds into the second quarter. So we're going to be here a while. And we give it right to them there back there on the sideline. Then we steal it back. O'Connor lays it up. No good, a little too much on it. Struggling both teams in backcourt, and we're going to get a foul in backcourt, and that's tough because she's in trouble. And just tough when you foul them 75 feet away from the goal when you had them in trouble.
That's Riley's second.
Riley will have to sit here a while. Jolie Harper into the contest. Emma Oberbreckling's also checked in. And they come roaring past the timeline without too much trouble there, but now we're going to trap. No need to foul. They're going to throw it away. Drake with the steals. Drake driving, scooping, lays it up, and good! 13-6. We continue the pressure. 7.5 to go in the second quarter. And Nashville Christian wants to make a run here. Oh, they lob in front court. She's going to go all the way by herself. Lays it up and good. And that was Tolbert who broke free as we had all 5 girls in back court. We get to Drake. They're not trapping. Just a lot of pressure. Full court, little hand there. And Karmen Corden's roaring past the timeline. And gives to Lawless, who'll drive into the lane. The floater, good off the backboard. 17-8, and I think this pace will favor us if we don't foul.
Absolutely.
We almost get the steal. They bring the ball into front court. Struggling with the ball on the sideline, and they're going to call double dribble.
Wow.
And nice pressure over there by Emma Oberbreckling, and new troops coming in for the Lady Bears.
Shades of Nollard and Richardson's Arkansas teams, Coach.
40 minutes of heck.
Yeah, that's correct.
So into Karmen Drake. She's going to pound the ball past the timeline to the left. Comes back. She wanted to get a screen from Lawless. Ball deflected away. Nice no call by the official. And she's going to dribble it into the arms of Davidson Academy. Breaking away. This will be Tennant. And she's going to walk with the ball also. And so that's our 57th whistle, Coach, here in the first half of action, it seems like. Lizzie Lacey into the game, gives Drake a break. Page to bring the ball on the baseline. And we're going to try to break Emma Long. Can she run it down? It's deflected. Oh, Emma should have let it go. And that's what Coach Wood is wondering. Let that go. The Davidson Academy player had touched it last. 15-8. Again, we've had some chances to start pulling away a little bit. And that was a walk there. And just not getting good jump stops. Both teams need to stick with the fundamentals and reduce some of the turnovers. We're going to bring the ball in on the side, leading by 7, 6:28 to go here in second quarter action on a cold night in Bellevue. Lizzie Lacey, we bounce it right into them, pounding past the timeline.
That's a
laying
walk.
the ball up, and that's a walk by Marshall before she could get it off. So the boys' game at this rate will be starting about 11:30.
Wow.
And that's probably a.m. Lizzie, long
Oh,
one to Jolie, and they're going to struggle there and throw it out.
This has got to be a record.
It's and these are two pretty good teams.
Right.
It's not like they're not any good.
No.
It's just the pressure for some reason bothering both teams. And let's see if it bothers them again. Davidson past the timeline, throwing the ball long on the baseline, and they kick it to Joyner out, and that's what they've got to do. They've got to get it to her. We may not have an answer for her. It's 15-10.
Oh, my goodness. What?
And another errant pass. They're down 5, trying to make a little run here, and she walks with the ball.
Wow.
And we're going to get back in Tolly Boone and Karmen Drake. Davidson Academy brings in Marshall. Both teams full court pressure. Drake past the timeline. We lead by 5. 5:44 to go. She's pounding it, lays it up, and going to get called on the floor on the drive, I believe. That's the 9th personal, so Drake will go to the line with a 1-and-1. I believe she got 8 on the night. Is that right, Karmen?
Yep. No, she's got 12.
Excuse me, 12. Sorry. Karmen will eye it. Guns it.
No,
back rim.
She has 10, Coach.
She got 10, okay.
Neither one of us are right.
Lacey steals it in back court. We swing the ball to Drake from Emma. Guns it. No good off the rim. And she's going to get a foul on running down the rebound. And that's one of those, you just got to kind of let it go there if you don't have the good angle. And that's her second foul. They're going to leave her in. Full court pressure. Lawless putting pressure on the sideline. And we go to sleep there, and they bring the ball in easily. And they haven't set the court in a while. Davidson drives the ball from the corner out top, gunning for 3. It's off the mark, and Lawless battling there, and I believe she's going to get the benefit of the foul on Craig. And so that sends us 65 feet the other way, and Brittany Lawless has a chance to increase our 5-point lead. Coach, we're only down to 5:16 of the second quarter.
It's a battle of attrition.
Guns it, makes it 16-10. That chili will be well digested by the end of this game, and we'll have to load back up. Brittany eyes it off the mark to the right, and Lizzie struggling for the rebound and helps cause a walk there by Davidson on the baseline. So we'll bring it in.
We have to be in double-digit turnovers.
Both teams, I believe.
Both.
We lob to Drake. Gets it up there, and a foul. And nice job of drawing. And I tell you, drawing the foul. And both teams committing quite a few fouls. They've got 10. We're in the double bonus now, so she'll have 2. The 5:12 mark, so about 3 seconds have ticked off in the last 10 minutes. And Karmen off the mark. So both teams struggling with handling the ball and just getting into an offensive rhythm. Sometimes that does show a symptom with the free throw shooting. The second one is nice and nothing but nylon net. 17-10 as we have controlled this game, and they're going to throw the ball in front court. And we're trying to get a loose ball, and we do. Lawless comes out of there with the steal on the pressure. rips past the timeline. Sets up, gets to Drake. We set the court. Drake backs out of there. Goes left hand crossover. Go all the way down the lane. Lays it up in. Good. And we take a 9-point lead, biggest of the game. Continuing the pressure. We backed off the trapping. Oh, and they almost throw it away. Lizzie just missed it. Davidson coming past the timeline, and that should be a jump ball. Emma Oberbreckling, the freshman, with a nice job there. 19-10, the jump alternate possession goes to the Bears as they bring in 3 fresh troops. Grace Allison to inbound the ball on the sideline. They set down picks for popping out front. Ball comes into Kelly. She makes a nice baseline move, but misses it. That's Joyner. Lays it up, no good. Coming out there is Lacey, freshman, roaring past the timeline. She beats the trailers coming behind her. Gets to Karmen. Here's Emma. Lizzie Lacey will be a little long on the 3. Joyner with the board, and we foul her. That's the foul that kills you. 75 feet away. No need to do it, and it just well, they're not in the 1-and-1 yet, so that doesn't hurt us too much. Paige will check back in for Lizzie Lacey. We lead by 9, had a chance there to go up by double digits. 4:14 to go. We still got a half a quarter, Coach, to go.
And how many whistles does that equate to?
I'm going by minutes now. That's 65 minutes, I think. On the baseline, they're going to give it to the Lady Eagles, another turnover. And we're not keeping up with turnovers. It's a good thing because our calculators would probably be burnt out by now. And again, we said this is 2 good teams. These are not sloppy teams at all, but tonight is just a weird, strange, out-of-rhythm contest. But we are winning. I'll take an ugly win any day. I don't care how ugly it is.
Absolutely.
I've never enjoyed a pretty loss over an ugly win. We lob it to Lawless. Takes it down the lane, pivots, and they rip it out of her hands. And probably it was a foul, but at least we get the ball on the baseline. And Coach Wood calling the play. Not real happy with some of the performance here. And we lob it to Drake out top. And she crosses to Paige. Paige gunning the 3. Air ball there. Again, no rhythm by either team. 9 minutes at 4 o'clock. 4 minutes left. And almost had a double dribble there. Into Kelly. Kelly up and under. Lays it up too hard off the glass. No good. Davidson Academy shoots a baseline shot, and that's Grace Allison, I think number 22, puts it in for a 19-12 deficit for Davidson Academy. Our Eagles up. Emma Overbrink drives into the lane, bounces back to Drake from the corner. The gunner guns. Bang. We go up, Coach, by 9, equaling our biggest lead, and Paige riding the hip of Sarah Richardson there. No foul. We get another nice trap steal. Layup, Drake. Good. 23-12, 11-point lead. 3:10 to go, and timeout. Bears, what's your score? Nashville Christian 23, Davidson Academy 12. Okay, back here, action here on Sawyer Brown Road. Coach McClary, give us a quick scoring summary.
Leading scorers for the Eagles is Karmen Drake with 13, Riley O'Connor with 4, and Brittany's got 3 points, and Aubrey's got 3 points. For Davidson Academy, Charlton Kelly has 4, Jaylee Joyner has 2, Kaylee Tolbert has 2, Grace Allison has 2, Caitlin Piggott has 2, and Sarah Richardson has 2.
So if you went to get a cold drink or some snack and forgot the score with 3:09 to go in the second quarter, we lead 23-12 in a battle of a lot of turnovers, as this game could set records on longevity.
I'll tell you, anytime Karmen can get close to the basket, I'll take our chances.
Yeah, she they got to focus on her. It's going to be tough, and I feel like if we can keep the ball out of Joyner's hands on the other end, we might be okay.
She's a presence for sure.
So we look for a trap in backcourt. Now we kind of play off of it a little bit. Now we trap, and we get a steal. Drake again. She's driving, lobs it over to Lawless. She walks with the ball on the baseline. Tough one there. And Coach Wood just sitting down. A little bit frustration there. 9-point lead, 2:59 to go. Davidson Academy lobbing in the backcourt. Kelly. Now Richardson pounding past the timeline and throws it away. Here's Lawless on the left side. He's cut her off. She backs back out of there. 11-point lead.
Good by Brittany.
And we're going to pull it out. I like that. Kind of slow it down a little bit and spread it out a little bit. Paige driving, and we lose it off the hands.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, we were kind of pulling it out there. A little change of pace. I like that, Coach Wood. It just kids make turnovers. 23-12, we lead. 2:33 to go second quarter. Another trap in backcourt. Richardson trying to pound past Boone. Boone putting nice pressure. Drake comes out to cut off the dribble. They swing the ball all the way around to the right. Gunning up the three and making it. And that's Erica Horton with a nice rhythm there. 23-15, back down to 8. So we'd like to maintain this lead here as we enter the last couple of minutes. Paige looking to drive. She's going to kick it out to Oberbreckling. She's going to drive left-handed. To Lawless, thanks better of it to Boone. Back to Lawless, 1:55 to go. We throw it away there on the back cut. 23-15. Interesting game here. They're gunning a long three here, no good. But they put up the second shot off the rebound. It's no good. But there's a foul called. On Nashville Christian, and Charlton Kelly will be at the line. Kelly's got 4, make it 5. 23-16, 1:40 to go. Davidson has some substitutes checking in. Kelly with the second one. Nice stroke and rims this one in. Also, it's 23-17, back to 7. It was 11. It's pink out here at Nashville Christian. Again, we're going to throw the long bomb to Oberbreckling, and she struggles with it, and Davidson's going to come away with the ball. They've got the ball in front court, and she rejects her from behind and gets the foul. So Emma comes back after the turnover, and hopefully she can make up for it by knocking these two home. .130 to go. Lady Eagles up by 7. And Coach, we may, with these fouls, we may just stay here at school and overnight. Won't be much time before school after the boys' game, which is scheduled to start at midnight.
Is that Eastern or Central?
Yeah, that's right. Our East Coast listeners will probably be in bed here in a minute. Emma with the second one, and it's off the mark also. So Davidson with another chance to cut into our lead. 1:25 to go, coming past the timeline. They're looking for Joyner inside. High post pass over the left side out to Kelly. Here's a three. They're gunning up. It's off the rim, no good. Karmen has it ripped away from her. Joyner misses the shot, however. Davidson Academy knocks it out of bounds. We got lucky again. And they're going to call a foul here. They're going to call a foul.
Who was that on? 31.
I think so. Joyner may have gotten a tough call on her there. 1:04 to go. 23-17. I think Coach Frazier's probably told his guys to go take a nap because it's going to be a while. I think they've actually gone over to Cracker Barrel to eat.
In Goodlettsville.
Brittany misses the first one. 1:04 to go. 23-17. And we've got the pink out recognition at between the games also. And we have a technical foul, and they're going to call it on Aubrey Page. I did not see what happened. And they're going to get a technical foul on Aubrey. And she is explaining her case to Coach Wood. Coach Wood's wondering what was happening. Aubrey pleads her case, and the officials will sort it out at the table. Let's see there. Davidson will go to the line for a technical shot. Gracie Wimsett. She has no points on the night. She'll eye for 2. She guns it, and it's off the rim. Both teams struggling from the field, handling the ball and free throws. 1:01 to go. Davidson down 23-17. Our cheerleader screaming on the baseline. And she misses this one also. So, Coach, that work with the cheerleaders, it's paid off there.
The sixth man.
23-17. 1:01 to go, and Davidson Academy, we're still trying to get some clarification over at the table as Coach Wood has some things explained to him, and he's getting an explanation on what happened. Seems to somewhat have accepted it. And back over here to live action on the sideline. 23-17, and we have gone man-to-man zone here for the first time. See what Davidson does with this. They're going to have an open 3 out of this, but it's aired. And, whoa.
That was interesting.
Yes, it was. 45 seconds to go. There's been a lot of interesting things in this game, and Karmen gets the handoff, 40 seconds to go. So we've got the lead by 7. Lizzie Lacey drives and walks. So Coach Wood is going to have some antacids here in a minute. 34 seconds to go. So now Davidson has a chance. Do a little loop action. They're trying to go into Joyner. She got good position but loses it. And a nice pickup there by Harper. Lawless past the timeline, 15 seconds to go. We'll set the court. We'll try to go for 1. They get to Karmen, which is smart. Let's see what we call. 9 seconds, 8. She tried to get a screen, didn't quite use it. It's going to go down that lane, and she got hammered. Going back to Lacey. Will she get it off? She's got to shoot. And that shot will not count. Got to gun it with 1 second left. And at halftime, our Lady Eagles take an ugly lead, but that's better than a pretty deficit of 23-17 at halftime. And we'll be back in a moment. Back in Nashville Christian with a 23-17 lead. Coach Ryan McClary with your scoring.
For the Eagles, leading scorer Karmen Drake with 13, Riley O'Connor with 4, Brittany Lawless Sherrill with 3, and Aubrey Page with 3. And then for your Davidson Academy team, we have Sarah Richardson with 4, Erica Horton with 3, Caitlin Piggott with 2, Grace Allison with 2, Jaylee Joyner with 2, and Charlton Kelly with 4.
Thank you, Coach. We're ready to begin action. And we get the ball to begin the second half. It's 23-17. And let's see if we can get a little bit better, smoother play here. Get to Lawless cutting across the free throw line, and the ball is deflected on the pass. Davidson Academy with the early turnover. And they set the court out here with Gracie Winsett. And along the baseline, the shot is off the rim, no good. Emma Overbreckling with the rebound gives to Drake, who will walk it up. As early action, no scoring here yet in the third quarter. Karmen takes it all the way, gives to Page. A little hop step there, and we lose the ball. Joyner is going to drive, length of the court. Riley comes out to get her, but she lays it in. 23-19. 7:10 to go. So that's not the way we wanted to open the half. Drake with the ball in backcourt along the baseline. We'll struggle here. 6:58 to go. Coming past the timeline in the corner. Emma Overlink back out to Drake. She drives, gets a little daylight, lays up good, and she slices through two players there. Nice drive, and we needed that to get some of that bleeding stopped. 25-19 in an ugly game here at Nashville Christian, and gunning along three up there, no good. Davidson Academy kicks it out to number 2, and that's Sarah Richardson. She misses. Lawless scrapes the board and gives to Karmen in backcourt. 6:23 to go, 25-19. Karmen spinning past the timeline out to O'Connor, who had to sit out most of the second quarter. The freshman along that midcourt strike bounces to Drake. And they're kind of spreading it out here, and we almost lose it there. Karmen drives in the lane, bounces to Lawless, and she lays it up. She laid it in and fouled. Nice bounce by Drake, finding Lawless on the block. Coach, for an 8-point lead.
Good things happen when we get to the basket, that's for sure.
So we've had 2 good possessions there and take an 8-point lead at 6:01 to go. And Brittany with the second, the free throw off the, hopefully and one, but we didn't get it. Davidson County roaring past the timeline to Joyner. She lays it up there, no good, missing. And also Kelly misses in front. So they've had some opportunities there with their tall girls. And Davidson Academy bumping in backcourt. But just as we come across the timeline, Tenen picking up the foul.
It's 3 on Tenen.
8-point lead, 5:43 to go. Drake near that timeline dangerously, but gets away from it. She's being hounded. Back out to O'Connor. They tried to do this last time. Let's see what we get. Bring Emma out here. Back pick. Nice job, and should have bounced it or thrown it high. You got to either go high or low. Can't go waistline passes. Those get you. We inbounds it, 8-point lead. Nice spin by Karmen on the back door. Great pass by Page. Layup left-handed by Drake. We take the 10-point lead. Our biggest lead's been 11. We got a great trap in backcourt. Don't foul her. And Riley O'Connor comes up to the steal. To Lawless. Lays it up. Good left-handed. And our biggest lead of the game at 12, 31-19. Drake with the steal. Bounce. Lawless lays it up. It's good. It's going to be a timeout, Davidson. 14-point lead, 5:02 to go. Coach, that's the
wow, what a run.
That's the run we were looking for. And from Nashville Christian with 5:02 to go in the third quarter, your score, Lady Eagles 33, Lady Bears 19. Back in a moment. Back at Nashville Christian, Coach McCleary, we've got a couple of easy baskets there off the steals.
No doubt. Up in point totals for Karmen. She's got 17 right now, and Brittany has 9.
After a very slow start, and now we've built a 14-point lead. 5:02 to go. Davidson is going to be fouled by Oberbreckling, freshman. We got 2 freshmen in the game.
Emma's played well.
She has. 2 juniors, 2 freshmen, and a sophomore on the court for a young Nashville Christian team. All these girls will be back next year, along with some of them on the bench. And the ball deflected below our table here, so we can't see. Our view is not exactly collegiate. Exactly 5 minutes to go. I can't see the inbounding. Okay, now I look at the screen. Yeah, I guess that would have helped. Davidson, long cross-court pass, beats the press here. But the trap still comes. They're going to throw the ball away. Karmen is going to get on the baseline, struggles, gets out of there. We've got numbers, 3-on-2 to Emma. Left-handed bounce is too slow and intercepted. Would like to capitalize on some of these. 33-19.
I think pressure is the answer for this.
And Brittany steals it, gives
Takes
to Emma, who is going to walk with the ball.
It's tough. That's tough.
Fundamentals.
Over the shoulder
Yeah,
pass.
that was a receiver pass. Tolly Boone will check in for her. 33-19. So we had a chance there to go up about 18. Davidson bring it in. And we deflect it and steal it again. This is Drake.
This is good.
After the steal. Past the timeline to Brittany inside.
Wow.
And she is hammered at the goal. And I believe it's going to be on the floor. And 4:22 to go in the third quarter, and our Lady Eagles bring the ball in on the baseline with that.
Is that on 20?
Not sure. Page to bring the ball in. We set in a square court, and we're probably going to have Drake screen and get screen. No, we lob it into her. Powers it up there. No good. She needs to keep the ball high and not bring it down. 33-19, 4:18 to go. Davidson into front court. Pick it off the rim, no good. We clear 4:04 to go. Karmen pounding down the lane. We'll lay it up, and it's no good, but she's fouled. And we'll go to the line. What's Drake hit on the night at the line, Coach?
She is 3 for 5. Is that right? Yeah.
She guns it. 4 of 6. Makes it. And 34-19. Is that score right?
34-19.
Karmen will eye the second one. Eyes it, guns it, makes it. 35-19. And Skylar Oliver in the contest. And Page sits down. Davidson Academy on the baseline, bring it in. Skylar is going to, I think, get a call for riding on the hip there. And that's going to be our second. Davidson's already got 4. And we're at the 4-minute mark, as we're nearing midnight here at Nashville Christian. Seems like diagonal screen and a slip back to the ball. And Skylar is there and thought she had a steal. They're going to lob it into front court. Tolly and Lawless with a great trap there. They throw it cross court. Handle the pressure. 16-point deficit for the Lady Bears, and they need badly to stay in this game, and Lawless is going to steal it. She's taking it length of the court, and she's going to have the ball stripped out of her hands, but we will maintain possession on the baseline with 3:34 to go, third quarter action. So let's see if they lob to Karmen again. She pops out. We screen the screen to Riley, came wide open across the baby hook in front is no. It was a nice move. Riley had a nice baby hook right in front, and I think that can be a great counter move for her. Skylar Oliver putting good pressure on out front, riding on the hip. The floater's going to draw air. Karmen comes out of there being dogged, but the ball deflected out of bounds by Davidson, and we have a 35-19, 16-point lead with 3:14 to go. Tolly Boone going to bring the ball in. Get into Drake. Davidson's been in the man-to-man full court all night long. Has caused us some pressure, some problems with the pressure, but we have responded here well. And another foul. Coach.
It's going to be four on Tenon.
Oliver to bring the ball in. They're leaving her in. Struggling, gets it into Drake. Drake takes it to the right side. Try to work off O'Connor. O'Connor pops out for the three. Instead drives. Floats it up there, bangs it off the board. No good. Nice move. Triple teamed in backcourt. She's struggling. Gets it out. We run at her, and they get out of the pressure. 35-19. Brittany, good man-to-man here. And to the tall girl, no good. We get the ball. Skylar, the freshman, on the baseline. Rebound. Gives it to Karmen Drake. Throws it way up ahead to Brittany. Brittany looking, and she walked with the ball unpressured. 35-19. 2:33 to go. Third quarter action, and the whistles continue to mount up. Davidson Academy bring the ball in, and we're dogging in backcourt. Get another good trap. We didn't slide up to get the open girl, and they've had a tough time scoring here lately. We bail them out there with a foul. Davidson Academy has not really had any rhythm. We've had very little, but we had a great run to open this quarter. And I've always felt, Coach, basketball games are usually won with 2 or 3 runs at just certain times, and we've made a good one at the right time. Scrambling on the floor, Drake is going to get the jump ball. The alternate possession goes over to Davidson.
Yeah, those runs are magnified in a low-scoring game, too. You know, it doesn't take much.
Definitely, and, you know, the game seemed real nip and tuck, and all of a sudden, look up, we're up by 16. And that's a big deficit in a low-scoring, sloppy game.
Yeah.
Davidson hanging jumper in the lane. They miss again. O'Connor with a nice board comes out of there strong with the ball. She will pick her dribble up in backcourt. They're getting to Drake. It's gonna be close. 10 seconds. We get it across. Crossover dribble down the lane. Kicks out to Skylar Oliver. She'll gun it. Did she make it off the rim? No good. Good-looking shot, and we trap in backcourt nicely. And we're going to get surely a hop there. If we keep on trapping, we can get a 10-second call. Keep trapping it, and we got it. They didn't realize how much time had elapsed, and the officials were nicely on the call there. And timeout, full timeout, I believe, by Coach Brandon Wood. With timeout the score, and 1:48 left of the third. Nashville Christian Lady Eagles 35, Davidson Academy 19. Back at Nashville Christian, Mike McPherson with Ron McClary sending you girls action. Single A district, and we lead the Davidson Academy Bears 35-19. Lizzie Lacey to bring the ball in. We back cut Oliver, but the pass is deflected. Freshman to freshman, but Skylar comes back, deflects it to Karmen, who lobs ahead to Riley. Stops. Jumps, shot, no good. Shot it left-handed. Should have probably powered it up with the right. And they throw long ahead, and they've got the numbers. But Drake hustles, deflects it back in. Skylar Oliver scrambling on the floor, and we're going to get the possession. And that's a big, hustle play by freshman Skylar Oliver.
That's
and
great.
What a rundown by Karmen Drake.
I love it when they get on the floor.
The track and field may want to look at Karmen there after that sprint. And the lob to Karmen. And she'll race past the timeline in a 16-point lead with 1:23 to go. Crossover, takes it to the lane, kicks out here to Tolly Boone. Is she gunning it? She is airballing it there, and Davidson Academy comes out of there with the ball. They're struggling still in backcourt with our trap. We can avoid fouling them. And they throw long ahead. Let's see if they can run it down. And Skylar Oliver does. And now she's going to be trapped.
That's got to be a foul.
And she's popped. Fortunately, with that weight program for Skylar, she handled that smack with no problem. 1:01 to go. Lizzie Lacey bringing the ball in a 16-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Hoping for a 2-game winning streak here. Karmen Drake. Crossover past the timeline. Down the lane as she is fouled on the pursuit from the back. And we're still not, no, okay, that was the 7th. We're now in the 1-1 early, and that's
buckle your seatbelt.
35-19. Biggest lead of the game at 16. Karmen makes it 17. Karmen ready to gun it. 36-19. She puts it up there, and this one rims out on her. And Davidson handles the board in the outlet. We're going to trap that outlet. Oh, beautifully at midcourt. We just miss sliding up. And Riley with the rejection, but we'll pick up the foul with the body. An 17-point game, 36-19. Gracie Winsett will go to the line for Davidson Academy. And the girls were aligned improperly, and neither one of them noticed. They're laughing. Jolie's laughing at her and the other girl. The other girl did not have quite the same sense of humor. Being down 17 will do that to you. And nice stroke there by Gracie Winsett. And a couple of subs coming in for Davidson Academy in a 16-point deficit, and we're in the last 42 seconds of the third quarter with a nice lead, but it's never over. She guns the second one off the right rim, and Joyner gets good position, but Riley rips it away, gives to Drake in front court. I'd like to see us back it out of there to Lizzie Lacey, who's going to gun it for three, and in and out. Drake gets it, lays it up there left-handed, and I'm glad we didn't pull it out now, 38-20. And that may be, is that 1,000 points for her? Because the crowd across the way went crazy. Is that right?
I know she has 22 tonight.
And they were videotaping her on the iPhones over there, and I believe that was her 1,000th point. 18.9 to go.
We have a special presentation for number 30, Karmen Drake.
Karmen Drake, 1,000 points as a junior. And Coach Wood will present her the game ball. Davidson Academy was nice enough to let us interrupt the game.
1,000 points total for Karmen Drake.
And it's nice that they interrupt the game, the officials and Davidson. Great sportsmanship allowing us to recognize Karmen as still just a junior. And they're going to keep that for Karmen.
Wow, that's well-deserved.
38-20, so we can have a nice double dip here tonight with a win and Karmen 1,000 points.
Still work to do.
And the deflection nicely by O'Connor. Ball out of bounds on the side, 17.2 to go. And we are in good shape, but can't relax. I'd like to get this up above 20. Davidson Academy getting trapped, and we're going to foul. Fortunately, that was our 6th and not our 7th, so we kind of had one to somewhat waste. 16 seconds left for Davidson. They set to inbounds it. Julie Harper out top pressuring Skylar Oliver. Now pressuring Richardson down to 10 seconds. The ball thrown in the corner, 7 seconds. Davidson skips it out top, 4 seconds, driving down the lane. Kicks it to Kelly, who guns it no good as the horn sounds. And Davidson really struggled there with scoring, Coach, in that quarter, and I believe they just had 3 points. Is that right?
I believe that's correct.
So our third quarter score, Nashville Christian 38, Davidson 20. Back in a moment. Back at Nashville Christian, Mike McPherson with Coach Ron McClary bringing you district action in the girls single A with a 38-20 lead by Nashville Christian, and they'll bring the ball inside midcourt with an 18-point lead. Karmen Drake, who just scored 1,000 points, pounds the ball into front court, bounces to O'Connor down the left side. Goes down left-handed, lays it up right-handed. Nice move. O'Connor then bounces it smartly off the foot of Davidson on the baseline to retain possession. Made a nice move, switch over to the right. That was Jordan-like there for a second. And we're going to call timeout, and we'll take a break here. Ready to resume play with 7:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Aubrey Page to bring the ball in. Screen the screener, comes out to Karmen, bounces or throws it into the post. Lost, and be a jump ball alternate possession, goes to the Lady Bears. So we are in pretty good shape, but don't want to relax. Try to get this thing up to 20. Maybe we can sub, but Oberbreckling and Lawless trapping in back court. Long cross-court pass. Davidson coming past the timeline.
Good, Riley.
O'Connor anticipates, deflects it out of bounds. 7:34 to go, and another dead ball there as the guys wait anxiously in the locker room. Davidson Academy driving along the baseline. That ball is airballed, and then Lawless deflects it out. With 7:29 to go, Coach, another whistle.
Oh, did you hear a whistle?
They lob it into Joyner. I tell you, if she can learn to finish, she'll be a force.
She will.
Very athletic player. Karmen Drake crossover, gives to O'Connor, spins, goes left, down the lane, lays it up. They're going to call a walk before she got the shot off. 7:14 to go. The clock stopped once again, 38-20. Davidson having trouble. It's deflected. Aubrey Page deflects it over to Brittany Lawless, who tries to throw it off Davidson, but it deflects back to Davidson. And Emma Oberbreckling giving pressure, giving problems. She stepped over the line. And the whistle. Stopping play.
Oh, I thought I just heard an echo.
Okay, we've played 58 seconds and had about as many turnovers or whistles as seconds have ticked off the clock in the third. Drake We'll bring it past the timeline down the right side, crossover back to the middle, picks the ball up, and now I think we're going to bring the ball out. And a back cut by
Got
Drake.
a little too deep.
Yeah, you need to jump stop that and power it up because we got the great back door cut. But that's where we need a jump stop. And then, Coach, there's another whistle and a foul at 6:45 to go.
Who is that on, Karmen?
I believe so. So we're going to be ordering breakfast here in just a couple of seconds. Ball off the back rim. They lay it up and finally get a basket. They really struggled. Charlton Kelly with the putback. 6:35 to go. Drake against the pressure. 16-point lead. She pounds it past the timeline, left-handed and struggling, and it's taken away. This is Gracie Winstead. She'll drive, lay it up good. Nice play. And they've cut it to 14 with a little run here. 6:18 to go. Can't let this thing get down, and we're almost throw it away there. Karmen gets it back. We have numbers, but she backs out, and we're going to try to, I think, spread them out and backdoor off their pressure, and I think that's what Coach Wood's trying to do. And blocking foul called, and we'll go to the line with the 1-and-1. That's Riley O'Connor, the freshman. If you're watching this game delayed, and I think you are because I don't think we're live streaming tonight, it's 7:24 at night, so we're not too far behind, but there have been a lot of whistles in this game. Been sloppy, but the girls have built a 14-point lead. Riley O'Connor, the freshman, guns it and makes it.
O'Connor.
Riley, Coach, what she got on the night?
She has got 5.
39-24, 5:59 to go. Riley O'Connor, the freshman, guns it. Bang. 40-24, 16-point lead. We come with the full court pressure. Switch nicely over Breckling and Page. Page, and that's a nice job. Brittany was on the baseline pointing to the, showing that the girl had stepped over. So Brittany, nice pressure, then pointed it out to the referee, but she got the 5-second call. We're going to screen cross, looking, she slips it nicely, is rejected and knocked to the floor. Davidson will come out of there with the ball, but they're also coming down with a 16-point deficit, struggling past the time, and Page deflects it nicely and kicking on, I believe, Nashville Christian. And, Coach, that stops the clock at 5:48 to go.
We got 20 seconds out of that possession. We're improving.
Brittany Lawless will sit. You got Jolie Harper into the contest. Oberbreckling comes out, almost fouls. Tried to stop the clock, wasn't able to. Oh, they bounce nicely to Joyner, and bless her heart, she's just having a tough time finishing, but she puts it back that time. And a nice finish by Jaylee. 40-26, and now Davidson with a steal on the baseline. They come out of the ball. Struggling with it. Joyner's going to gun from 15. Bounces no good. They rebound, lay it back up, and good. And now a little rally here. As that was Pagat. Maybe Pidgeot. Sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And it's back to 12, 5:13 to go. Still not over, Coach.
No, far from it. Don't dribble into. What are we doing?
Oh, wow, we walked with the ball. Struggling with it there at midcourt. A little sloppy action. And Davidson Academy with a little bit of momentum here. 12-point lead, 5:03 to go. Pass is intercepted by Drake.
That's good by Karmen.
Fortunately, they're a little sloppy too. Karmen ripping past the timeline, down the lane, bounces Emma. Why did Emma not shoot that?
Take that shot.
Brought it back out, and that's what Coach Wood's going to ask her. Page down the lane is fouled, and Lizzie Lacey will be coming in. And Coach Wood will be asking Emma, why did you not shoot that? I don't know what the answer will be.
Didn't look right.
And I believe that's the 5th foul. Is that right? Or they're making sure they got in the right person. With 4:44 to go at Nashville Christian, Aubrey Page will have 2 shots in a 12-point lead. We'll rest on this one. She eyes the mark. and tickles the nylon twine. Here comes Lizzie Lacey into the contest. 4:44 to go. Page rattles it in. Now Lawless back in for Jolie. And we go back up by 14, so that was a nice little stopping of the bleeding there. 4:40 to go. They're having trouble on the baseline, but they're going to call us. I'm not sure about where that came from.
Came from the back row.
And so we walk the other way with the clock stopped with a 14-point lead, 4:43 to go. Davidson Academy at the line. Puts it up there off the left side of the rim. Lawless with a nice rebound. Comes out of there with the ball. Pounding with it, looking for Lacey. Lizzie puts it down on the dribble. Backs out of there. Wants to get it to Drake. Uh-oh. Bad place to pick it up. Page saves her. Bails her out. Drives along the baseline and gets the blocking foul. Some of our fans helping with the call. He called it. 42 to 28, 4:25 to go. Aubrey Page back to the line.
Is that on Tenon?
Coach, I'm not sure. Back of the rim, no good. And what's Aubrey's stats on the scoring so far tonight as she steps back for the second one? 4:25 to go.
Aubrey's got 8 so far.
Make that 9 as she tickles the twine. Davidson having trouble. They're going to throw the ball away. Let's let it go. That way the whistle will sound and stop the clock with 4:25 to go. I think we woke our boys up about 5 minutes ago to get them ready for the game 2 hours from now, starting time. Inside to Drake on the pass from Page, and she lays it up good. 45 to 28. That may have been a little bit of the dagger. Not that we were in trouble, but it's going to be tough for them to come back with only half a quarter left, especially with another turnover and down 17 and fouling.
That should be her 5th, I believe.
And we'll go to the Page. We'll go back to the line. 4:06 to go, 45-28. We're now 1 hour and a half exactly in since tip-off and still got a half a quarter to go.
We haven't even gotten to the back 9 yet, Coach.
I'm not driving home tonight. I'm just spending the night in my room. Page guns it and makes it. She's got 10. So sophomore Aubrey Page gets double figures. And she'll gun it in an 18-point game and give us a 19-point lead. And we'll sub in Tolly Boone. And she will sub out Aubrey Page. Brittany Lawless up on the baseline, putting pressure on. Ball inbounded. We missed the trap, but we're trying to do it again, and we're going to put it on, I believe. They're in trouble, but we didn't slide up. The ball to Joyner. Joyner, cross-court pass. Here's Davidson Academy missing a 3. 47-28. They just have not had any rhythm whatsoever.
No.
Karmen Drake sets the court, and we're going to try to pull it back out, and hopefully we get some backdoor cuts. And we bounced O'Connor, who takes it down the lane.
Wow.
And they say they went straight up. And so Davidson with a 19-point deficit. We're under 3.5 to go. Davidson gets it under and laying the ball up left-handed nicely. Tolbert. Karmen takes it all the way and will be fouled. Well, what else is going to happen? There's going to be a foul. Stoppage of play, 3:08 to go. So Karmen, who passed 1,000 points tonight, so even a sloppy game, but I tell you, she won't remember the sloppy play. She's going to remember the 1,000-point achievement tonight for a junior. That's really incredible. Sitting down is Lacey, back in Lawless. You got Boone in there, Oliver, O'Connor, and Karmen Drake with another one. And on the night she has
26.
And Davidson's going to struggle over there in front of the cheering section. And we almost came out of there with the ball. They're going to get it to the driver, Davidson. She's rejected by Riley O'Connor. 19-point lead, 2:57 to go. 2:57 left. They lob it up. Throw it off the backboard, no good. Second shot trickles over the rim, 49-34. Karmen in backcourt has the ball deflected from behind, and Davidson with a steal. 49-32. They'll almost gun the three. And, that ball went, how did it come out? Lawless comes out of there down the sideline, and a stoppage of play when the ball's deflected out. 2:33 to go. The Eagles in good shape here with 49-32. Oliver to bring it in. Drake will curl around, and we throw it away, but O'Connor saves it. We want to set it out, and that's what Coach is trying to do. O'Connor pulls it out to the right side, gives to Drake. We'll try to milk the clock, but I doubt if a lot of time will come off without a whistle. Brittany Lawless being pressured, lays it down, breaks away, puts up a 10-footer, banging it off the rim, and then we get a foul. 49-32. Coach Wood is trying to explain that we don't want to shoot 10-footers right now. We want to shoot layups and free throws. When the game gets this late, kids, I don't know what happens. They forget what we've worked on in practice, and that's where we only want to shoot the wide-open layup or the free throw. We're going to pull the ball out. And then on top of that, we foul, but they miss. Ball deflected up, and Lawless comes out of there with it with 2 minutes to go, 49-32. And we pound past the timeline, give to Boone out top. She gives to Karmen. Maybe Karmen can milk some of the clock. Trying to set the court. Drake gets it out to Boone. Nicely gets it out to Lawless. Lawless holding, dribbling, 1:40 to go. Drake being pressured. Breaks the 5-second, crosses over, and pulls back out. Oh, nice pullback. Broke some ankles there, Lawless. Holds it 4 seconds and lays it down. He's going to take it all the way in.
Mercy.
And no call there. 49-32, 1:20 to go, and Davidson is going to have just a substitution timeout. And let's see, are they going to keep the action rolling? Yes, because Davidson asked for a substitution timeout, and that is their prerogative to keep play going, thank goodness. 1:20 to go. Coach, I'm going to predict there will be 5 more whistles here, so let's see. And we get a steal. Here's Boone. She's going to drive it all the way. Here's the first whistle. No! But we miss it. Oliver with a nice board, scrapes it, brings it out of there. And Drake all the way wide open, bounces it, and there's our first whistle, Coach, at 1:02 to go off the foot. And now Emma, Jolie, and Lizzie Lacey will check into the lineup. We'll bring the ball in. Karmen Drake out of the game. Riley O'Connor and Brittany Lawless will come out. And 49-32, 1:02 to go. Oh, nice job of screening the screener. Lizzie Lacey comes wide open. Nice screening action for 51-32, 19-point lead. And the ball is going to be out of bounds. That's our second whistle. I predicted 5. That's 2.
I've got the over.
Okay. 53.3. There's plenty of time left for several more whistles and timeouts. 50 seconds to go. The guys just got back from Cracker Barrel. Tolly Boone fouled, no whistle. Finally, maybe the referees decide. No, there's the whistle. That's our third one. 41 seconds left. 19-point lead. And, Coach, I may have underestimated the number of whistles. in this last minute. Davidson Academy walks. Wait, hold it. The referees have to have a stoppage. Coach, that counts as a whistle.
Does.
That's 4 in this final minute and 5. We said there'd be 5. We're already at 4. 31 seconds to go. The ball is 5. We foul. That's our 5th. We've got 31 seconds left in this marathon. So if you started watching this game late at night, you're asleep, and you can watch the rest of it in the morning. Davidson guns it, makes it 51-33. Gracie Winsett will set for her next shot. But Nashville Christian is going to come out with a win. It's a nice win, just an ugly one. 51-33. She guns it up there. Nice stroke. Tickles the nylon twine. 31 seconds to go. They're in full court pressure as they have every possession. And we struggled early in a low-scoring game, but finally got untracked with our steals. And so 31 seconds left. Oberbreckling in back court. Being pressured. Cross court. Comes across with nice crossover dribble. 23 seconds. Coach trying to pull him out. And Emma is going to step over the line for the 6th whistle. And there it is. But with 16.7, Coach, we got time for 2 or 3 more.
Miles to go before we sleep.
All right. Davidson's going to go for a shot. Coach puts us in a 2-3. Maybe we won't foul. But we tried to, but we didn't. 9 seconds, 7, 6. Hopefully they'll let us come past the timeline. 4 seconds, 3. We're gunning from the corner, and that's Tully Boone, who bombs it home as time expires. Senior Tully Boone booms it in, and nice stroke there by Tully as time runs out on a special night, not only for Pink Out, but also for junior Karmen Drake. Let's get a close-up of Karmen as she comes off with 1,000 points. Coach, what was her total point tonight?
She had 26 tonight. She was all over the floor, and no telling how many steals she had. She had a great game.
All right. All right. Well, Coach, we're going to go away and come back for boys action, but the girls with a nice win tonight. And, Coach, they've already taken the score off. What was the final? Do you remember?
A lot to.
Yeah. We'll you'll have to rewind the tape. And but anyway, I think we won by 54-34 with Tully bombing it, gunning it with a three-pointer at the buzzer. This is Mike McPherson along with Ron McClary. We're going to take a break here, and we'll be back with boys action as our girls put away a 20-point win against Davidson.